Today we're making a traditional Chinese beef stew. It's going to have lots of flavor because we're going to put a lot of different ingredients in it. This is a traditional ingredient that is hardly ever used anymore in any Chinese beef stew recipes. In fact, it's almost like a secret ingredient. When I was in Hong Kong recently, I went out to eat congee, and I discovered a restaurant that still uses this ingredient. I'm in front of the famous Nathan Congee Noodle House. This restaurant has been around for over 60 years. It makes one of the best congees in Hong Kong. My parents, my brothers tried their congee a long time ago. This is a very famous, old, established noodle house with the specialty being their congee. Well, let's go in and try their congee and noodles at the same time. So I'm having the beef brisket with noodles and a bowl of soup on the side. It looks really delicious. Nice sinewy beef brisket with some veggies. And then I also have a bowl of their special congee. When you have good congee, there's no cornstarch to thicken the congee. So most likely this congee has been simmered for a whole day. I see some slivered ginger in there with the green onions. Slivered ginger gives it a nice taste, a nice subtle taste. I was told this congee is so good you don't need to put soy sauce. So I can just tell by how rich and so you can see lots of tender sliced beef here. It's really nice and tender, large slices here. It's just done right. It's not too thick or too watery. So when you eat it, the beef is nice and tender, and the congee has a bit of a translucent color. Congee with the beef, it's so hot. I'm impressed with how hot the congee is. Even though it's been sitting here for a few minutes, it's still hot. You look at the sinews on this. This is what makes a good beef brisket. Some fat and sinew. Nicely done beef brisket. Lots of flavor. Try some of this beef brisket. Lots of fat on the sinew here. Wow, that's really good. Now it's time to make my Chinese beef brisket recipe using the traditional secret ingredient. So we have about 3 pounds of beef brisket here. We're going to put it into the boiling water. So the brisket has been boiling for a few minutes. So you just need to do it for about 10 to 15 minutes just to get rid of some of the blood and the impurities. Keep the pieces fairly even size. I'm going to throw the 3 pieces of ginger in there as well. So when you sear the meat, it locks in the flavor. But some people don't like to sear the meat. But I always like to give the meat a good sear. So give the ginger a good sear as well, so that'll bring out some flavor. You can throw in half a dozen cloves of garlic. I just keep them whole. So I'll put the beef brisket into a big pot here. I'm going to put about 1 liter of water in there. So I'm going to put the cinnamon stick in there. I've got 3 bay leaves, and I've got the 3 star anise. I've got the mandarin orange peel going in. So I put in 3 whole Chinese mandarin peels in there. Usually I only put 1, but I'm going to put 3 just to see what kind of flavor it brings out. If you have some oyster flavor sauce or hoisin sauce, you can put that in. So I'm going to put about a tablespoon of oyster flavor sauce in there, maybe 2 tablespoons. So next I'm going to put some sesame oil. So I'll put about a tablespoon in there. And I'm going to put about 3 tablespoons of light soy sauce. So I like to use chuho paste for my stew. So chuho paste has fermented bean curd. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in there. Put 1 to 3 tablespoons of fermented red bean curd. So I went to the Nathan Congee Noodle House in Hong Kong recently, where my mom went there many years ago. So I believe that they put some of this fermented bean curd in their beef brisket. So this is an option. So we're going to simmer this at low to medium heat. So we're just going to let that simmer for at least an hour, up to 2 hours. So I have the Han's wonton thin noodles. So I know I can't make noodles better than they can, so I'm going to just buy the fresh noodles. You can use any kind of noodles that you like. So these noodles that come in a bunch like this, so this is roughly 1 serving. So put that into the water. So it only takes a quick minute to cook the noodles. There you have it. Chinese beef stew, restaurant style. Enjoy. Thanks for checking out my video. Be sure to check out some of my other videos as well as subscribe. Also, if you get a chance, check out my other channel, the Chinese Cooking Channel, which won the top 20 best Chinese food blogs in the world, and also a winner of the top 40 best China YouTube channels in the world. Please subscribe by clicking over here.